everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of GOQii's Health Stories. Today, I am inviting a very special guest who is joining us all the way from Bijapur, the famous city with a very famous Mughal ruler, and we'll learn about the history in a bit. But I'm very excited to have Manoj Patil on the show today. His journey is very, very inspiring because what he has done in GOQii with his health is truly remarkable. इन्होंने जो हेल्थ में चेंजेस किए हैं, मैं आपको दावे के साथ कह सकता हूं कि आप ये सुन के हैरान हो जाएंगे, क्योंकि इनको हेल्थ की बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स थी एंड बहुत ही यंग एज पे इनको फैटी लिवर की प्रॉब्लम थी, इनको डायबिटीज की प्रॉब्लम थी, इनको कोलेस्ट्रॉल की प्रॉब्लम थी एंड इनके फैमिली में हिस्ट्री थी हार्ट रिलेटेड डिजीज की. So he was really struggling with a number of these challenges. But today आप देखोगे कि किस तरह इन्होंने अपने खुद के दौरे पे, अपने खुद के मोटिवेशन लेवल से और हमारे कोचेस के साथ बैठकर इतने मेजर चेंजेस किए हेल्थ में. तो without any further ado, let me please invite Manoj Patil to the show. Welcome, Manoj.
Hi, Vishal. Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to such an inspirational show, which GOQii is doing. Just I will start with my introduction. I am Manoj Patil, and I'm working as a senior technical consultant with a multinational company. I am into the IT software industry. So, I am from Bijapur, which is, as you told, it's a historical place where the world famous, the second largest tomb in the world. The Gol Gumbaz lies here, and Bijapur is famous for few other things. We get the best grapes in India as well.
Grapes.
Yeah.
अरे वाह, तो लगता है आपने बहुत ज्यादा ग्रेप्स खा लिए होंगे.
Even I do have a farm, हमारा भी farm है, but the surprising fact is we don't eat grapes in our family. Certainly, but yeah.
So Manoj, your story is very unique because you got GOQii, you used it, did not use it, then 7-8 महीने के लिए आपने को यूज नहीं किया, फिर वापस यूज किया. मतलब होता है ना कि आपने, your journey was not कि straight में आया and I came and I did it, right? You had a lot of ups and downs in your entire health journey. So it will be good for us to learn a little bit about your health challenges. आपको exactly क्या-क्या challenges आए और क्या एज पे ये प्रॉब्लम्स आए और आपने इसको कैसे उस टाइम पे विदाउट GOQii आप इससे कैसे डील कर रहे थे?
Yeah. So certainly a fine day when I was working in the company, I got started paining, in my stomach, and certainly I thought like there is some acidity problem or something like that, and certainly there was lot of issues in the stomach. So when I consulted my sister, my uncle, who is also a doctor, then suggested to go and have a scan. Then suddenly when I went there and then I have scanned myself, and then when the doctor suggested few more tests as well, certainly we came to know that it was a fatty liver, which is having a little bit trouble that moment of time. So then we discussed with the doctor, and then certainly doctor suggested there is nothing such to worry about, and you can reverse this disease by doing exercise 5 days a week, 30 minutes a day, and having high protein and low carb diet. So certainly after that I didn't look into it immediately. For a few days we left like that, and everything was fine. And certainly I was not bothered much about the things. So I think that was fine for me. Okay. And there was not enough, it was not making any difficulty for living, right? So I was certainly okay, and I didn't worry much. And later on, when in 2018, certainly some bad things started in the family. So my aunt got expired, and and my father got diagnosed with heart problems. And the same thing again, mother aunt got uh, she was also having some issues. So then certainly we all checked, our health condition at that moment of time. When my father uh, also went on to open heart surgery. uh, uh,
And how
Certainly,
old were you that time? What was your age?
that time I was 31.
So yeah, like you were literally in your 30, you just started 30 and you had all these health issues.
Yeah. So I will come to that point because as when I started, like right now, I'm in a feeling like I'm very much clear. Okay, I will come to that point because there is no age bar for the disease. Certainly, we have set of mindset,
Hmm.
that we are, the age, when it comes to age, people think about, at this age people will be having kind of diseases, but it doesn't seems to be. Even 8 years child is having a cancer, and certainly a 26-year guy is having a blood pressure. So we'll discuss more in detail regarding that. I think you are the better person. So yeah, so certainly, and like when these things happen in the whole family, I got a little bit nervous, and that moment of time I didn't check up. Okay, so everything was over and all was good. And certainly after some time, it came up in my mind, I should go for a checkup and see what are all the issues with my health. So as there were so many things that is running in my family, right? So heredity, certainly, diabetes, it may be diabetes, heart related issues, blood pressure, acidity, so many things come up in my mind. And at that moment when I got checked up, I found out with the high cholesterol. And certainly again, high cholesterol, it was not that high. It was in a limited, within the, like, not, it was in at a borderline. So that time I checked up, and I consulted my uh, friends, consulted my sister as well, and they suggested, I am a person who doesn't get convinced easily. Okay, so that is one of the, might be that problem. After that, again, certainly I took up in my mind and started with little remedies, and started doing light exercise. No, it was going bit of kind of thing. But certainly after, in December again, I think, when I checked up again in December 2019, I consulted an endocrinologist in Bangalore. And then we came to know, again, it is a little bit high, and we should go for medication for a period of 6 months. So that moment of time, I started with the medicines for cholesterol for 6 months, and even I started, I modified my lifestyle as well a little bit. And then when I checked up again in 2020 March, it was all okay. Everything came to normal. Everything was fine, good. Certainly after that, I left like that. So I didn't check for 1.5 years after that.
So Manoj, at this point of time, I want to just interrupt you for a second.
Hmm.
You said three very important things. आपने बोला कि you cannot get convinced very easily. You had a family history of all these diseases. But you also mentioned that you have a sister. And the sister is no ordinary sister. She herself is a doctor. तो मतलब आपके पास घर में ही डॉक्टर था और है. What we are going to do is we are going to now invite your sister Nilija on the show live to understand कि Nilija के होते होते ये घर में ये कैसे हो गया मनोज के साथ, right? I mean, in the first place we should have made sure that Manoj does not have all these health issues. So ये इनकी क्या जिद थी, and what was Nilija telling him, and what was Manoj's family telling him which he was not listening to. So Nilija, please welcome to the show.
Hi everyone. Yeah, as you said, as he himself said, that is very difficult, tough person to convince everything. So it went on. Actually, the thing is hereditary and familial diseases which are running in our families, like as he mentioned, diabetes, hypertension, heart conditions, and that's not only from one family, it's from mothers and even from fathers. So we are very much prone to have all these diseases. So it's not like we neglected few things. It's we always followed up. He did go for follow up. So we had COVID in between. So because of COVID, we kind of shifted our attention towards the COVID. So we a bit of more in towards the COVID situation, and everyone in our family got COVID. So due to that, we didn't get any health checkup done. Then
So
after
tell me, what were his habits you thought which were compounding to all of this? Was he having late
no,
nights or stress, or he was having unhealthy eating? What, according to you, was contributing to all of his conditions?
I think his sedentary lifestyle. He's a bit sedentary, a kind of. He doesn't move a bit also. So that when he was in Bangalore, I've seen him running around. But when he shifted to our place, like his hometown, there I don't think he did any exercises.
But that was lockdown. No, lockdown. How will he move?
At least he would have done it in home. Something. The sedentary lifestyle has made him more prone for few
No, but
things.
you know, being a doctor, when you looked at all his reports,
Yeah.
what was your first advice to him when you saw such high levels of cholesterol or
Yeah.
HbA1c?
So actually, it was, I think, last year to 2021, around August, we came for Bangalore, and he got his checkup done after 1.5 years. So suddenly we saw, like, we were confused seeing this, like HbA1c and cholesterol, everything was high. And we were like, hey, wrong report hai. We'll see. कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, हो ही नहीं सकता. You lost weight, you're fit and fine. We'll see, we'll check it with another lab, something like that. And we did it actually. We checked with another lab, and it was confirmed that he had high HbA1c. And we thought we'll actually it was a panic mode. He was just 34 years, and we were like, oh, such a small young age, we'll just see what will happen. Then I tried convincing him in many ways, saying that we'll change lifestyle, we'll do that, this, running, morning walking, evening walking, everything. That day he didn't listen to me. He was like, okay, we'll see. Medications, actually he had very high sugar levels, so we were supposed to start some medication at least to control that high level, but he was resistant. I'll not take medication. So after that, then he thought he did his own research. He's a very difficult person to convince. He did his own research, all from the internet, all from the articles, and surprisingly he was sending many articles from GOQii itself. He used to send me all those lifestyle changes, inspiring. Even he sent me some inspiring video from GOQii. So he was like, okay, I'll try with lifestyle changing. Just give me 1 month. I'll show my sugar levels down. Then he initially started with a few exercises at home itself. Later, we thought, we both planned actually to take treadmill, because I'm a fitness freak, a kind of like 2 3 years back. From continuously, I was running athlete and all. Then we were like, okay, we'll buy a treadmill. Then we were searching for a treadmill. Then he was like, okay, we'll take GOQii. I was like, no, where it is there, GOQii? You want to take GOQii? No, it's good. We have trainers, we have that, we have setting modes, everything. Then we were like, okay, fine, we'll buy. Then it took 2 months. 2 months later, we got, I guess. I don't exactly remember the date time, but it's we took, but still he was controlling with the few small steps of exercises. Later we got treadmill. I think after treadmill he started morning exercises, evening exercises. We were used to run on the modes, both of us, not only him. So we used to run. Then suddenly we saw the change. He was under the control. All sugar levels were normal, postprandial, preprandial, everything. And later, I think after a few days, he took coach. Then he started doing all those meditations. I've seen him doing all those things. He
Manoj,
got
tell me something. आपको तो हम लोग बोल रहे हैं you are like that Salman Khan, that you know कि मैं बहुत जिद्दी हूँ पर commitment कर दिया तो मैं
हाँ कर दिया तो कर दिया.
मैं अपनी भी नहीं
He is a
सुनूंगा, right?
person, he is self-inspired. Yeah, either he had to get things on his own, or some few pushes from our sides.
Yeah.
So
Manoj, tell me what research did you do? How did you zero into GOQii? What was the research which convinced you that you should get GOQii as your health partner?
Yeah. Certainly, like even few the cause is like, as Nilaja said, it is hereditary, and even there was some like issues with my food. Certainly from 2010 to 2018, I was staying outside the home, and I was eating the food from the street side, the bachelor life, right? So अपने मन का मर्जी कर लो, सुनने वाला नहीं, पूछने वाला नहीं. So it went like that as well. And certainly, coming to GOQii, I joined GOQii in June 2020. Okay, and how I joined the GOQii is all about, like, I was searching for a device which has an ECG. Okay, don't know, like, in my mind it always come up, all things are running in my family, so I should have the watch or something kind of instrument which checks the ECG. Now I certainly went into Google search. I did some research, and listed out of like few brands, and certainly I was not interested with other brands. So certainly for me, kind of I was going through, then I got one or two brands where GOQii was one of them, certainly. And I don't go and buy suddenly. So then I approached my childhood friend, and he is also a techie. So he is into Android development and all. I just asked him, okay, which one I should buy? Let me know regarding this. Then he suggested me go for GOQii. I also researched something about it, and I think it's good. Then I said, yeah, it's all in my mind to go with the GOQii. So then I put an order, bought it from Amazon. That was GOQii Vital ECG. Mm-hmm. So I started using it. There was a tracker. I started seeing all the app, exploring the app. No, certainly it was, I felt, oh, good. Now it started, motivating me in June itself. So before that, we had a COVID in the first wave. So certainly, I was found wanted to monitor the things as well. But certainly, at that moment of time, I didn't get the vital related variables. But I went for, I think, this one. Yeah. So here I started with the GOQii. So initially 2 months I was okay. Yeah. However, like no, when this COVID started, no, we forgot about everything. See, only we concentrated about work, and there is no much movement. You are staying alone, all alone in the home, and you can't move out and do some exercise. So that that kind of thing started. And certainly I started walking as well. When I took the GOQii, I started walking. So I used to go for a long walk for 1.5 kilometer that time. Certainly the weather conditions, the lockdowns started, and you get disappointed with those all things. Suddenly I left like that. And also, like after going forward, uh, started, I think, had some little bit issues with the GOQii. Started disconnecting, something like that. I said okay. uh, then I stopped using GOQii that moment of time. And certainly after some time, I think it was all went well again. And started using the GOQii back. And meanwhile, I don't know, we went for a outing, no vacation there. That watch got uh, off. And then I was feeling like something is not there in my hand. And I want to go for again GOQii, let me try with. And I was like little bit worried about vitals and all. So that time again ordered a smart vital. And this time it was fantastic. And it certainly started motivating me. Okay. But still then I didn't check up for any health related things. But frankly speaking, no, it got motivated. If you go and see my data, I started in something June or April, reaching the targets. Okay. So I was certainly feeling, yeah, I'm good, it's all well. And as Nilaja said, all this started in August.
So Manoj, I know it's very difficult to convince you about things, and you are a very tough. You need research and you need data. But I want to now invite somebody on this show who was actually not just convincing you, but also pushing you to meet your goals. So at this moment, I would like to invite your coach Pradnya Shinde on the show. Pradnya, please welcome, and we are really looking forward to hearing from you. स्पेशली ये मनोज जैसे टफ प्लेयर को आपने किस तरह से ट्रेन किया, किस तरह से आपने इनको मोटिवेट किया, बिकॉज द डेटा इज आउटस्टैंडिंग व्हेन यू लुक एट हिज रिकॉर्ड. HbA1c from 9 point something to 5.7 right now. His TSH level, he was having thyroid, his cholesterol level, everything is now more or less, in fact, in much normal conditions. I think all his parameters are normal. So first of all, tell us, how was your first interaction with Manoj, and what were the techniques you used to motivate somebody like him?
So it was not really that much difficult for him, because अभी मैं उनको 3 months से guide कर रही हूँ. And when we started, he was already into that mindset of changing his lifestyle. So जब हमारा interaction हुआ, he said that okay, I am having a diabetes, cholesterol है, and I'm not taking any medication, and my whole concern is just I want to control my diabetes. And he was doing quite well. कि वॉकिंग कर रहे थे. यस, तो वो कन्विंस्ड हो गए थे to the much extent. And yes, food was all healthy. He also started taking low GI snacks from GOQii store, low GI, low carbohydrate. So yes, उन्होंने काफी अपनी तरफ से रिसर्च किया हुआ था already. And then yeah, we have included then some more habits like some healthy snacks in the morning just for better sugar control, या फिर strength workout हमने start किया. And he said he was having interest in kettlebell workout and also yoga, meditation. इन सब में भी उनको काफी interest था, तो ये धीरे धीरे हमने start किया.
You know what we are now going to quickly do is we have put together, our team has put together a fantastic visualization of Manoj's health journey through the year. So we are going to quickly look at it and see how inspiring he has been. So first of all, I want to congratulate you, Manoj. You've been on our top category, which is elite, for almost 83 days. From a health journey perspective, you are in the top 6% of all GOQii users. So a big round of applause for that. And to you, Pradnya. Also from a timeline perspective, we can see in January, you were sedentary, then you moved again, you became active, then you were fit, then you were active. So you can see that your journey had a lot of ups and downs. But now for almost 90 days, ho jayega, you are for 3 months, you've been consistently on the top. We can clearly see fitness, nutrition, sleep have been very, very aware. But meditation, you have started. I know Nileja was also talking about your meditation. So meditation, we can see you are getting on board with that. Also, अगर हम लोग आपका health journey देखेंगे, clearly your health risk assessment has improved. You are now in the healthy category. Your weight and BMI has been absolutely normal. And we can see that, you know, from last year, April, May, I think this time when you had COVID, I think this time, I don't know why the data was much lower, from only 83 and 87 and 93 kilometers to, you can see September onwards, जो आपने टेक ऑफ किया है, you know, 210 kilometers a month, 218 kilometers, and now consistently you're doing over 150 kilometers, which is very, and March में तो already अपनी 10-15 दिन बचे और आपने already 147 कर लिया है. On an average, you are active for 1.5 hours a day, which is also very, very inspiring. We can see that your favorite activity is now running. I think आपने running काफी चालू कर दी है, and you know in 2021 you were doing more workouts. उससे पहले you were in walking, so you can see walking to workout to running. So we can see your progression. Similarly, your sleep is done really well. I think you're consistently in the good category. Maybe today was a little low because you had anxiety for today's call, I guess. But, you know, we can see that sleep has been very, very improved and very good, you know, the quality of sleep also. We can also see that one very important thing, that aapke sleeping hours bhi, matlab, you know, I mean, of course, there are certain days where you are having late nights, but mostly on an average, you are sleeping and you wake up by 7:40 in the morning. So your sleep insights are very good. And we can also see what you've been eating regularly. We can see that it has a very good mix. And I can keep seeing diabetic rice everywhere. So looks like you've been very active on buying low GI food. Also, we can see you are snacking. So you are the perfect model, right? I mean, if you look at this data, this is like superb. But this is like A1. And 96% of the times you are having home food. Of course, you know, since you are working, you may be traveling now and then. And your hydration is also almost 2 liters every day. So this is fantastic. I mean, if you were a cricketer, I can see this as Sachin Tendulkar's statistics in terms of what you have achieved. So kudos to you on this amazing journey. And I want to now quickly get one other person who's been very closely involved in your health journey, who's our expert coach, Prachi. Prachi, who is monitoring not only your progress, but the progress of many other players and many other coaches, has been very instrumental in your journey. And I would equally compliment her with this amazing data. So welcome to the show, Prachi.
Thank you so much, Vishal. Yeah.
So Prachi, ye kya hai? Sachin Tendulkar, right? I mean, every ball he has hit for a 6. Huh? This is excellent performance. So tell me now, you have handled thousands of players in your career. What is it that Manoj mein alag hai? What is the learning we can have from him so that people can also, because a lot of people have these issues. It's not like, we know India mein diabetes, cholesterol, hypertension, fatty liver. ये सब ये चारों के चारों इनके पास है. मतलब, this is a rare combination of 4 in 1. So what did you do and what is your view on Manoj's progress?
Correct. So, Vishal, what happens, these diseases are very common nowadays. All are lifestyle diseases. And when a person gets diagnosed with such a diseases, they usually go in resistance mode. कि नहीं मुझे medicine नहीं लेना है, I won't take medicine, ये ठीक हो जाएगा. But they don't want to work on it. So, Manoj has worked on the problem. So he made all the lifestyle changes which were necessary to reverse it, not just thought about it or visualize कि नहीं ये हो जाएगा, reverse अपने आप हो जाएगा, which usually happens with lot of people, at least in India. So that is the major hurdle which he had passed when he joined GOQii. So, it has been wonderful to see his data all consistent. So great job done, Manoj. So, one particular thing I would like to tell you, Vishal. So, I was going through his intro call, and on his intro call, he had told Pratnya ki I don't eat fruits because they are high in GI. Yeah. And on the last call, which I heard, he said, I'm eating all the fruits now, and he's managing his sugar very well. So I would like to, yeah. Yeah,
that is the power of coach. Yeah.
Exactly. So your coach has convinced you a lot to have food. Yeah.
So tell me, Manoj, आपके घर में you have a in-house family member like Nilaja who's a doctor. So what is it that Pradnya was telling you or your coach was telling you where you were ready to believe them and not somebody who is at home?
That is like consistently she was, when I was not logging, she used to ping me and say, yeah, did you have the fruits? Why you are not having? Is there any problem? Kind of thing. Somebody is concerned about the things about your health, and certainly it makes us like why we are not something which is very good for our health, right? Why we are not going and taking the same thing? So that certainly used to bother me. Okay, अच्छा अभी तो कोलेस्ट्रॉल सब हो रहा है और डायबिटीज तो निकल गया है, चलो हम खा लेंगे, फ्रूट्स खा लेंगे. So there it started, that the power of coach, right? Their words, their interaction, started motivating me. I am a person like I didn't had a single fruit. I think past around 2 years, many years. You can ask Nilaja. So certainly it started. Okay.
And grapes are famous in your area.
But even in my family, certainly we are not fond of that. You grow the grapes and it will be there everywhere, and you don't feel like, yeah, so that excitement, right? So but certainly it is a very good for health. Everyone should have that. Certainly after sometimes, the role of coach is very powerful here, which GOQii is certainly giving to the people, right? So any habit, right? So the habit, that is going to inculcate in your life, right? So that habit can be done by the coach. Now what we will do, we will leave that, eat fruits for a few days, again leave for the other days. I was doing this, certainly, like I was having dry fruits previously, but I didn't continue it. So coach, when certainly they make a list and tell you to log every day, right? So certainly it makes us to push and have the things. So once you start for 1 month, 2 months, and then it becomes certainly a habit, and it's a good habit, and the things will start moving. So that is where coach comes into picture, and to change your total entire lifestyle.
So, you are in the IT field, right? And IT, may we talk about IoT. Everybody talks about Internet of Things. So GOQii ka vision was Internet of Health. And what our vision was that health data should be combined with health experts, health coaches, and then deliver a solution. And today, given that you are from the IT industry, what is your view of this solution which we have put together of Internet of Health with the GOQii ecosystem?
It is the point, right? It is the point where health meets the technology. I can say it is the point where health meets the technology, and certainly, people should invest on their health on such things. Okay, so what I basically understood, and after all the things, okay, why should now why should not, like, we invest, we spend so many things on other things and not on our health, right? So certainly, if you are getting benefited out of it, we should invest. Okay, so whether you are buying a thing which is healthy for you, or it is helping you to do the things better, right? And even I have to say, like, GOQii's treadmill is wonderful, and it came into rescue for me, actually. Initially, I was doing with stepper and all. When I found that GOQii treadmill, where full IoT is there, it is connected with the internet, Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, the programs that has been designed, so wonderfully designed, so wonderfully, things are done in such a way, you need not to stress out yourself doing the things on that treadmill.
And I think you're also using you're using the weighing scale, you're using the glucometer, you're using a full healthcare ecosystem.
That's what I'm saying. We need to invest on our health to get it better. And GOQii is such a place, you get all the things related to your health. You have the stores where you can buy the healthy stuffs which are needed for you. No, there are certain things like, low GI sugar. No, that I was never seen anything before. That I saw, like, low GI sugar. It is like a one life something low GI sugar. It is similar to the sugar itself, and certainly it has a low GI, and other things, poha. So something, all the stuffs.
Even I've been eating the Sugar Watchers low GI poha. Is excellent.
Excellent one. And you have certain all the things that is available in GOQii. So many things. So I am frequent buyer of the things in GOQii store as well.
Being a doctor, what is your view on this? Because medical world mein to, you are trained ki diagnose karo, dawai do, look at the symptom. And GOQii is a very different ecosystem from what we are doing with players. So as a doctor, what is your view on what we are doing?
It's actually a fantastic job, because motivating a person like him, it's very tough job. As you said, you were saying ki being a doctor at your home, and she's being a sister, you still took GOQii Coach, and you are listening to her more than me. What was the difference? The point he highlighted was like is the consistency, coach being always with him, and me being in duties, and I'll be helping out with reports and all. So, but consistency, and always being pushing him to do things and follow few things. I think coach was a better person to do that. And rest all part about the reports and all, I think I helped him out. but that's the difference between a doctor and a coach, a health coach.
So Manoj, tell me something. What was the reaction of your colleagues and friends? And सब लोग ने आपका देखा होगा और सब suddenly you are becoming so fit and healthy. तो उनको क्या लग रहा था ये आपको नीलेजा ही सब पीछे से दवाई दे के ठीक कर रही है? What were people thinking about your entire journey?
Certainly, I kept things with me, certainly for a long time. I wanted to give a test and trial, and then, it when it becomes successful, so then I wanted to, let know other people. So evenly, I certainly talked with some of my friends and told them, they were all, they were also all motivating me actually. No, you keep on the things, and certainly it will be like, okay, don't worry much. Okay, when I said suddenly to them, okay, I am now out of things, they were much happier, and they were also like, okay, so it's possible. So people, doesn't believe that it is possible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that is the toughest thing. And certainly, the people with ages, and if they are over having obese with certain age, people will not go into this approach of coming up and reversing their self. Because of their overweight, they can't walk. If they walk, they feel pain in their legs and all, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think that is the thing where some of the people are going back. Otherwise, if they are a little bit okay to go and stress on these kind of things, right? No, it's always better to prevent, right? So they can do the things well. So that is the reason I think in India, people are not thinking about those things as well. And also, like, medicine is the easiest way. I'm not denying that medicine is must. Okay, so when you have some fever, some kind of particular diseases with the viral infection, that moment of time or some medication is always needed, right? And at this moment of time, see, we are all going when we age, certainly diseases will come again. So ultimate, the death will happen with your diseases.
But tell me, Manoj, are people telling you that you are reverse aging, you are looking younger? Because now nobody will think, people will think you are more like 28.
Yeah, certainly. Like, we will, like, when we take when we take care of ourselves, and then we inculcate all these habits and all the things, certainly, you will postpone the things.
So
and definitely your age will reverse.
It sound very easy. ऐसा लग रहा है कि उन्होंने decide किया, suddenly कोच ने ये वो बोला, उन्होंने सब लोज खाया और वो सब healthy हो गए. Tell me, what were his challenges? Were there days when he was down, not motivated? How did you push him? Because right now it looks like, yeah, it was like the perfect life था, एकदम आराम से सब कुछ हो गया. Wasn't that easy?
No,
Yes.
it was.
Okay. See.
Yeah, Pradnya, go ahead.
Yeah. So, there was a time when he said he was not doing well, was having a fever. So yeah, there are some challenges which comes while in this journey, and yes, it is not at all easy to leave all your favorite food behind and just sticking to the plan. But yeah, I'm just really happy that he is being consistent with that. And yes, I am pushing him constantly. Yes, that is important. Being a coach, मैं उनके साथ रहती हूँ हमेशा, उनको मैसेज करना
So I keep doing that. And there can be some days when you are a bit off track, कि health का issue है, या because of the work you are not on the track, but that's okay. He is again कि चलो अभी फिर से करना है, rest ले लिया 2-3 दिन 4-5 day, and then we are again back on the track. So that coming back again is the very important part, because people start with some motivation, but jaise hi kuch aa jata hai, some difficulty, and then they just leave.
Manoj, tell me, were there days when you felt like giving up and बोला छोड़ो यार, मतलब ठीक है, थोड़ा डायबिटीज ज्यादा है, जी लेंगे, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है? Were there days? And Nileja, did you encounter any of those days? You are on mute, Nileja.
Yes. No, I think he's consistently motivated nowadays for being healthy and making other people also inspire. Actually, he gifted me a GOQii Watch too on Raksha Bandhan. So he is always motivated and I think if he feels, he'll cheat a day or a meal. That's it. He doesn't feel so. He's motivated, I kind of.
Yes, Manoj, please go ahead.
Yeah, that's true, actually. And, I want to keep it for my whole lifetime. And this is my promise. Okay. So now onwards, the GOQii has played a very instrumental role. I want to really thankful for GOQii as well. Now the mission and vision of the GOQii is such a wonderful. And today here I am in front of GOQii to support this vision and mission. Okay, so I'm not a kind of person who comes in front and do the things. So usually I will be always in the back end. So now today I am coming because the vision of the such an vision with the GOQii, we need to support it, right?
So we need. That's really, at a society level, it is important कि हम लोग सब लोग साथ में मिलकर healthy हो, right? It is not an individual journey. Health is a collective journey of the society, which is why we have karma points, we have coaching, we have GOQii Arena. I don't know if you have got a lot of friends on GOQii Arena, but there is an entire community of GOQii itself which is motivating each other.
Nowadays, clubs.
Yeah, clubs also. Yes, we have added clubs.
So it's very interesting, it's very interesting. GOQii is very interesting. I don't feel like these kind of things are available in the market with other brands. I'm not aware of that even, but such all the things in one place, right? So the connected instruments, GOQii scale, and the GOQii glucometer, all the data you can get handy, right? And the health lockers, even we can keep track of reports. That is also a kind of very good feature, I can say. So again, health store. So you need not to go for any other thing. And the videos, the most important thing is about all the videos. I shared so many videos in groups. Okay. So because they were like so inspiring and so knowledgeous. Maybe like I can name few of the persons who are really good in GOQii. Like Paramjit Singh, Mukesh Murwal, Hima Bhimani. So the kind of knowledge they depart right to the people. Fantastic. So we are like in the technology field, we don't have that kind of knowledge, right? So when we get it from them, you are much more convinced. So where the thing started is I went with so many articles. So when I thought like when the disease like diabetes started, in the back of my mind, it was always worrying for me. to take up the challenges in the life. If it is there forever, then it doesn't feel me to take up the new challenges in life and go forward. So there I become very much serious about things. That is the if you have consistently high level of HbA1c or something like that, your body will take much time to heal yourself. And that kind of dilemma you will be always having. So what is going to happen for me in future? How about my life, right? So you consistently that feeling made me to take this decision and be consistent, and now onwards I will change myself, and I will be healthier.
Manoj, you are an inspiration. I must tell you that what you just said, everyone in the world should listen to you, right? Because बोलते हैं ना कि भगवान ने, God has only given you one life and one body, and that's where you live. It's not your house or your car or you can buy anything physical, but आपका खुद की body, if it is not supporting you, your mind is not supporting you, it is of no use. So it's fantastic to hear you. I know we have three wonderful women who've been the backbone for supporting you here. So we are now going to play a little game to see how well do your coaches know you and your sister knows you, because I know she's been very, very close to you. So we are going to ask you a few questions. और आपको बताना है कि ठीक क्या है. We are going to ask the question and both Nilija and Pradnya can answer them. So the first question is, what is Manoj's favorite breakfast? Breakfast में सबसे favorite क्या है? क्या खाते हैं favorite breakfast nowadays, of course?
Nowadays, okay. Nowadays, he eats home food, whatever is prepared. Actually, I think chapati and sabzi eats now.
Let's see what Pradnya has to say. Pradnya, what's his favorite breakfast?
Yeah, chapati is very frequent, and he also many times eat puffed rice in the morning. So that is also very frequent.
Manoj, what is the right answer?
Yeah, nowadays I'm eating chapati and sabji, whatever is prepared in the home. I used to take whatever it is there in home, and so no, most of the things are taken care while preparing breakfast, because we have all the same things in common. So things are taken care much. But yeah, previously I was having puri is my favorite.
Puri, fried.
Yeah, so I was consistently taking for few years, when I was outside, right? So the reason for cholesterol, again, it is giving push for my heredity.
It's a puri aloo.
Yeah, now I am not eating puri at all. Only when I am traveling or when I am vacation. No, when I it's very rare nowadays.
And what is Manoj's favorite lunch?
Lunch mein
Lunch, he has again chapati and sabzi, and his favorite was, I guess, again same puri and basundi, sweet, a milk sweet.
Wow. What about you, Pradnya? What is he eating nowadays in lunch?
Yes, so his lunch is a complete kind of a balanced meal nowadays. Salad hai, chapati, sabzi rehta hai, and mostly nowadays he's taking diabetic rice in his meal. So yeah, that is also part of his diet now. Lunch meal.
And what is his favorite sweet dish?
As I said, it's basundi.
Basundi. Pradnya, what's his favorite sweet?
Actually, I have rarely seen any sweet in his log, so it's difficult to say.
तो मनोज, इसका ये कुछ secret है हो रहा है क्या sweet?
No, I think nowadays he is not having it, but his favorite is basundi.
Yeah, right now, nowadays, completely stopped, and sometimes nowadays I didn't have had itself from last few months almost.
Now that you have started having fruits,
Yeah,
what's your favorite fruit? What is his favorite fruit, everybody? Pradnya.
Recently, he is having apple more often, papaya भी ले रहे हैं.
Apple and papaya. Okay. What about you? What is his favorite fruit?
I feel it's chiku shake or something. I don't know nowadays what he's having, but he used to like chiku.
Chiku has very high GI.
I call it GI. But his favorite is chiku. But
Okay, let's see what Manoj has to say.
Chiku was long back, but nowadays like strawberries.
Strawberries. Yeah, he has strawberries now.
So strawberry berries are the best fruit.
Berries,
Berries are the best fruit to have.
strawberries.
On that note, I must tell you, Manoj, you have been an absolute inspiration. So before we end the show, I would like to hear from your coaches, your sister, and your expert on what do you think is next for Manoj? He's already done fantastic. Next, अभी इनके लिए हम लोग क्या करने वाले हैं इनकी हेल्थ के लिए? Let's start with Pradya first.
Yes, next plan हमने already कर लिया है because recently BMI machine पे हमने check किया कि उनका fat percentage is pretty good, but our next goal is gonna be to reduce his body fat percentage by 2%. So we are going to work for that further.
Wow. So basically he's going to start developing 6 packs, huh? अब उनका fat percentage कम करके packs बनाना चालू कर रहे हैं. Prachi, what is your view?
Yes, so I checked the data, I checked the call summaries, and I could see that he has mentioned the fat target as 18%. Am I right, Pradnya? Like I guess 18% is what you guys are targeting.
18% पे तो आपके 6 packs आ जाएंगे, तो ज़्यादा 4% और कर लो. Nileja, what do you think?
I think he should be consistent with whatever he's doing now, and consistency is what required. And obviously, if he is consistent, and fat will obviously come down.
Fantastic. So Manoj, what are your final words to all your coaches, your family, and all the listeners on what should one be doing for their health?
So the key is same. What we do in our work, we should apply the same thing for our health as well. The most neglected thing I think is about our health. We will take the least priority, but it should be the first priority. I think people have much better understood about this thing. And here only the thing is determination and consistency. So how you are determined to the things that matters a lot, and how you are consistent and what you have been taken up. You started up and then you are living, it's not the thing, but if you are consistent and you are determined to do the things, definitely your life is going to change. I'm now almost worry, I'm free of worries with related to my health, and definitely going to take bigger challenges. And coming to my family and the coaches, everybody, they are really helping a lot. Okay, I want to thank them with my wholeheartedly, because they are the one, right? Tell you, see, when I was in between in the August, Nilaja, she was worried much, rather I am worried, she was worried much. I was saying somewhere, don't worry, we'll get back to normal. No, she was saying like, I think you should go for medicines because it is considered. Then when I said, like, I convinced everyone, like, give me 3 months of time, and then you say whether I have to go for medicine or should I continue this. So that thing, changed the things and their perspective about me as well, right? So their help is also needed, right? So they have helped me, and they have given me a chance to go for this, and and all the resources and knowledge which I got, right, I want to credit GOQii. I got those things from the GOQii itself, most of the things, and even other stories with other articles as well. But yeah, so when you have the habit of reading, it is fantastic. And if you explore the things, you will come to know, right? So try exploring the things,
No, Manoj, fantastic. I think what you just said is a true inspiration. I think determination, having the right guidance, having the right support, and having the positive attitude. I mean, you were so positive in your journey. You never lost hope. You took every challenge as an opportunity to improve. And
now I'm challenging the diseases, literally speaking, right? So started like challenging the diseases itself.
Exactly right. मतलब मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि you should in fact do a proper case study on you, with all your parameters, because 9.6 HbA1c to 5.7 is almost 3 points, which is not, which is very unheard of. Nileja over here can.
So, at that moment of time, I had estimated average blood sugar was 9.7, that is 231.69.
231
average.
to 102 now.
Yeah, 103. Yeah.
103. No, that's incredible, right? And the problem is कि this is what millions of Indians are suffering. मतलब जो आपका केस है वैसे लाखों करोड़ों लोग हमारे देश में हैं, and all they need is the right motivation and right guidance. And I'm happy to have you as a valuable part of the GOQii family. And of course, Nileja, now that you are also part of the family with your own GOQii, we want to see you also taking a very amazing health journey. And together we will work to make not only ourselves, but our families and our society and our country a healthy nation.